Ole, we thought it was bad last week at Leicester. I think that's taking the biscuit there today. How are you feeling?
I think that's the first time I've seen a football game that's actually made me feel sick to my stomach. I said to Adam about 60 minutes in, I was like, I genuinely feel sick. Like, the whole performance was just a disgrace. Like, from one player to another, from Ole and the coaches, it just was a disaster from start to finish. Bruno's chance just summed up the game for me. Cavani hit the bar. It's just, we could not play any worse if we tried. I mean, nobody looked confident. Maguire just was awful. Lindelof again was just awful. It just, Liverpool made us look like what we are at the moment. We're just like a team, there's something missing. There's a spark that's just gone, dead, buried. Like, it just, Liverpool really shown today with that performance. They weren't even like amazing. I've seen Liverpool play better, but it was just embarrassing. I was embarrassed as a fan to still, like, we stood there till the very last minute, but it's just embarrassing for me. Words don't even sum it up. Like, I'm just genuinely gutted, gutted.
That's it. You mentioned the defence there. Same defence that keeps getting absolutely slaughtered week in, week out, it seems. Still gets picked week after week after week. The whole phrase and the whole section of fans that are saying Ole has his favourites are going to come out again and say, look, he's not going to change this team. Nothing is going to change. Do you feel like there is anything that Ole can do now to swing this around, or is it just it's too far now?
I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think there's anywhere to hide for Ole anymore. His own worst downfall is his continuous picking of Fred and McTominay. But like all of last season,
a third one, please,
yeah,
for God's sake.
Yeah, all last season it got us to second place because Liverpool fell off so heavily. They lost their complete defensive line. That's what made us. We were in a false position last year. Anyone can say it. There wasn't genuinely any. Maybe Southampton 9-0. That's the only time you could say that we really pulled up trees. But we didn't do that last season that much. Yeah, we played well and we got to second place. But any further than that, the cracks have been showing for a long time, and Liverpool really shown everyone today where Man United really are and how many problems we have behind the scenes. Like, Ole has nowhere to hide for me from now on. It's taken me a while to get to this place, but he has to go, I'm afraid.
Final nail in the coffin for you, pretty much by the sounds of it, Ole. I mean, you said behind the scenes there is obvious problems now. I think we're hearing it through other players, the squad, the issue with Donny, Pogba being benched after what you said, after speaking out against Leicester, after the Leicester game and saying things need to change, it's not good enough. You said yourself, he's not started a game since. Do you feel like these players aren't allowed to speak, and now it's just got to a stage where they're just saying, well, if we can't say anything, then we're not going to perform either?
They're definitely not allowed to speak their minds. I mean, I'm convinced that Pogba did that, and that's why he's been punished ever since. He's not starting. It's Pogba, the World Cup winner. I know it's nothing in comparison to him playing for Man United, but like Sir Alex Ferguson said the other week, you've got to start your best players. We're playing Liverpool. This is the most important game this season. He's got to start Pogba. Like, even if it doesn't work for Ole, he needs to start his top players. He's done that before. He didn't start Ronaldo with Everton, and it came to bite him in the backside, and he's done it again today with Liverpool. We'll never know now whether starting Pogba would have made a difference. We'll never know, but I think Pogba's reactions coming on at half-time, being sent off, I think it was 14 minutes later, just showed it all, really. If that was me and I was Pogba today, if I was Pogba, Cavani or Dalot was warming up before Pogba even got sent off, so it was confirmed that he was going to put a back five out anyway. Like, we're at Old Trafford and we're getting pumped 5-0. Like, it's absolutely disgraceful. Like, I just think even Bruno, McTominay and Solskjaer, they're all coached into saying, like, the only thing they could do this week was talk about the fans, and I don't know where Ole has to hide now, because he said that the fans should expect better. We should expect better, and we did expect better today, but they've let us down again. Ole's let us down and the team's let us down today. Regardless of Ole's tactics, there was nothing beyond the eyes in the players today, and they've massively let us down, in my opinion.
Yeah, from here now we move on to Spurs and City. Honestly, I can't see any change. It's the same players week in, week out here, Ole, that are failing now. I mean, even when he tried to change it up at half time, the fans were like, Greenwood? Why was it Greenwood as the fall guy again? As any player going to go into these next couple of games in confidence in this team now with Ole as the manager?
I know. I mean, Greenwood was, I hate to say it, but Greenwood played better than Rashford in the first half, and it's again Ole just picking his favourites. Like, you can't, you're playing Liverpool at Old Trafford, you cannot take a forward to put in another midfielder, and he didn't put a midfielder further up the pitch. There was 3 of them sitting in the midfield for the 14 minutes that Pogba was on. And Cavani, like, what an insult to try and bring Cavani on at 5-0. Like, you just don't do that. You have some respect for your players at least. Like,
we've had some bad days here at Old Trafford, Ole, a couple of 6-1s. I can see Harry Maguire talking on the cameras up in the executive suites above there. I don't even want to listen to him. Where does this rank in terms of your worst days at Old Trafford?
I mean, this is definitely the worst I've seen us play. The only time I could really compare this is when we lost against Tottenham. But it's just like, the excuse there was the fans weren't there. The fans were here today, and they let us down massively. So there's no excuses for today.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me again.
Cheers.